When I found you, I saw what all masters live to see. Raw, untamed power. And beyond that, something truly special. The potential of your bloodline. A new Vader. Oh, you know, I love Snoke. Loved the potential of the guy. I loved that bit in... See, The Last Jedi wasn't really doing it for me. The first 15 minutes, I was just... I was appalled. The lightsaber toss happened and I really left. But then he came on and Kylo and I thought, oh, I like this now. And it picked up for me, so I liked it. So I can't say I completely hate that film because there were loads of really good bits that intrigued me. And, you know, even with Snoke, I don't even mind that he died. I know it would have been nice to see him live, but what I do not accept, or I am appalled at, is the actual plot line of who he really is. If you look into it and read it, I thought it was such a cop-out, man. It was awful. The whole fact that there was so many pickled Snokes or whatever in the jars was just... I didn't think... They could have just... I don't mind the fact that he was a clone, but I think they only really needed one Snoke and a story as to who he was. And I've got my own ideas about who and what he could and should have been. I am going to do a new series coming up soon, which is kind of like a Star Wars lore thing. I'm going to introduce or have, you know, involve figures as well into that line, of which I'll talk about Snoke. I've got this thing I want to do about him. I won't do it. I won't do it now. I should really be talking about the figure and the card back. But, you know, you can't look at the figure and card back without talking about the character. But I loved... all his scenes in The Last Jedi were my favourite parts of The Last Jedi. But what I don't like is this card back. Sadly, I think that this is a really... I don't know, the image is really... It's like a computer game thing, isn't it, that? But, because in The Force Awakens, you see Snoke only as a hologram, so you don't know what his texture is like. And he always looks fake in that. There's a reason why he looks fake. It's because he is supposed to be a computer image. See Supreme Leader Snoke there? But on here... That's like an early rendering that from the film that. I don't know what's going on. And I don't know what's going on with my camera. Why won't it focus? There you go. There's some really good shots of him in the film. In fact, I might flash one up now. Boom. I think that would have been a really good card back. Given that they've put him on the Last Jedi card. I just thought he was so good. I loved his whole... You know, he's sarcastic almost. Have you found something like an imperfection? And he just went, pathetic child. It was I who bridged your minds, and you were not wise enough to resist the bait. So he is a wise guy, but a wise guy, but he's not. What was he supposed to be like? Was he a puppet the whole time? Was Palpatine controlling him? I refuse to believe that. I believe it could have been that he was a clone. They made a clone. I'm going to talk about that in another video. I won't waste your time now. I can't help myself but talk about it. But I will do it in another video, and it will be a lot more coherent than this. Excuse me. This is me talking live here, so I'm bambling on. But I'll try and make a coherent essay on my case for this. Of, you know, a Snoke theory. You can still talk about Snoke theories now, even though it's all done, because what they did is just either open to debate or lame in itself, that you can speculate about other possibilities. So there you are. Let me show you the figure in the card now. I'm going all over the place here. Look at that nice angle there. So yeah, really good facial sculpt. I tell you what's really good though. The 5 POA figure, that's really good. He comes with, this is soft goods. Smoking jacket, I love that. Like a Playboy or something. But the 5 POA one is solid goods robe. Well sculpted, and the facial sculpt is really good as well. This is a good facial sculpt, obviously. But that one's a bit more, this is kind of more of an aggressive face. Like, I suppose, look at the way I've got his hand then. Like, you know, when he gets Rey and he holds her head up to his face. He goes, yes. She goes, no. Whatever, you underestimate, whatever. The other figure of Snoke is, I should have brought it in, but it doesn't matter. I should really only focus on one figure in these videos. there you are. I think there's nothing more I really want to say. Other than, oh yes, this is another figure that I got last summer without the sellotape, which is a relief. This was in a shop, man, hanging on a peg, and look at the condition of it. I think it had literally come out of a box, so I did well there. But I'm glad it doesn't have sellotape on it. So I've got an update there. Alrighty, thank you very much for watching. Let me know your thoughts on Snoke. If you have any Snoke theories, say them below. I think I've already posted my theory once on Reddit. So if you want to follow me on there and see if you can find my Snoke theory before I make that series, do so. Just try and keep this camera still for the outro. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching. I have been Only One Kenobi. Only one. Out. Skywalker lives. And as long as he does, hope lives in the galaxy. I thought you were going to be the one to snuff it out. Alas, I fear I was mistaken. You're just a child in a mask. I love that line as well. He's trying to piss Kylo Ren off, isn't he? It worked. He is, as they say, if you look into Snoke, he's supposed to be, he was bred and cloned to be the final test for Kylo Ren. Again, that's almost a cop-out. He could have had more of a depth than that, but still, that was the situation. Anyway, boom.